Final answer. Windscreen on in the car. Windscreen off outside of the car. No more. We're settling with that once and for all. Because I thought I didn't need it last time. And then turns out the AC is just wind in disguise. And no one told me about that. So I'm sorry. But I think this will help with the AC, and it's a new mic. I upgraded with all my YouTube revenue. Just kidding. It was just, all I had to do was a little bit of research for 8 seconds. I was like, oh, I bought the cheap mic. So now this is a little bit of an upgrade, and I'm very excited to see how it sounds. Could test it, but no. We'll do it live. We got a cloudy day. A little odd. It's never cloudy. It's not really that cloudy, but there's some. Don't see that many clouds out here. Today we're just gonna do some good old back and buys. The nickname for this one is back and balls, because it's funny. So we're gonna do some back and balls. It's really, and then I gotta return this. Superset some lat pull downs with Amazon return locker. And we should get a sick pump out of that. It's a freaking true classic. Dude, I ordered 3 shirts. It's sitting at my door this morning at like 5 a.m. and I'm already at work. And I get home and two of them were gone. Just one, and it's so funny. So I have a few other true classic shirts. One of them is really close to this color, but the 3-pack was on sale. So I was like, well, I could have 2 similar colors. The one that isn't gone is the one that I have the color of already. The other 2 is like a white and gray one. What? I don't have a white and gray. True classic. They're great shirts, by the way. I see what clavicular is on. Dude, what's that guy? That's what I really want to talk about, is clavicular. That guy is weird. Not him particularly, that type of guy. I don't know what happened. I think it's TikTok. It's just social media is so popular now. But where the heck did these clavicular guys come from, man? You know, I'm 28. When we were growing up in high school, sure, everything was edgy and kind of like bullying, but in a very, it was brutal, but it was like not as cutthroat. It seems like now, like that whole gang of guys, it's so vicious. Their only thing in life is to just not be awesome, but be better than the next. That's all they want. Whoever's next to me has to be worse than I am. Whether it's look worse, less money, in their eyes, worse than them. And I'm watching it unfold, and these guys are just crazy. It's only, I'm better than you. Here's how to look better than the next guy. Bro, could you imagine if Clavicular looked as handsome as he does and just like didn't do what he's doing? I mean, what the heck, guys? And I know he's redeemable. That's my biggest thing, is I know there's a human inside of everybody. Everybody at one point, this is how I look at it, everybody, and this is just an analogy, everybody was the kid that wanted the sleepover on the trampoline. That's the example I use all the time, because that's such a core kid memory for me. So it just makes me think of like the youthfulness and the simplicity of like, oh my gosh, everyone at one point was super excited over something silly like that and just hanging out with their buddies. So where does this transition happen where they're like, okay, all I gotta do is disrespect women and try to look cool in front of dudes I don't know by making fun of these dudes. And then they still hang out with you. And I'm not talking like making fun of like, you big ass head. I mean, they're just making fun of their bone structure, their body fat percentage, their bank account, all stuff that actually doesn't matter. Just like everything. The only thing that actually matters is like, do you have friends that would pick you up from the airport? I mean, it's that simple. And I don't think any of Clavicular's friends would pick him up from an airport. So, my duty, and it's my duty now, I'm trying to remember, and I mentioned it in the other video, being the bigger man, or no, you gotta say bigger guy. Being the bigger guy to imply you're jacked, but that's not really what we really care about, but that target audience, the clavics out there, the claviculars, you can be the bigger guy and the bigger man, but it's not about that. I'm not chasing to be the bigger guy, and I'm not like even phrasing it that way, the bigger guy. It's already a comparison, which is all we do. So that's a bad example. The bigger guy and the bigger man. Oh, look, I'm a nicer human. Even from there, it's already scuffed. But you get my point. Bigger guy, bigger man. I think that's what I want to push. And boy, oh boy, believe me, I am not the bigger man. I've just been pent up like the clavics, man, when I was 19, 20, 21, 22. I was just like as staple of a insecure boy as it gets. It's like, hey, we don't have to rage bait, or we don't have to, and it is just rage bait. Sometimes, me and my buddies, a lot of our humor is just getting a reaction. It's like shock humor. Like, what's the craziest thing I can say? And it's fine. We all grew up together, but at a certain point, that stuff eats away at you. Whether, any insult, it's all super embellished insults to go for the shock factor. But, which is okay. I'm never offended. But that kind of, I look at it like the gym. You go to the gym every day, you're going to get stronger, you're going to look better. You're going to you chip away at something consistently every day. Guess what? It becomes more cemented, right? And you're going to get better at it even. So if I'm just, I call it practicing hate, right? The shock factor, the rage bait, even if it's not necessarily like I'm not in a bad mood or I want to hurt someone's feelings. It's just what we do. It's what I do. So if you keep practicing that, training the hate, don't train the hate. Like literally, just don't. Even if you want, like just for fun, just to see what it's like. Don't call your friend's forehead big, even though that's your running joke and everyone knows. Just see what it's like. And I'm trying to implement it everywhere, but it's hard because I'm the one that's the meanest out of everybody, or was, or maybe still am. But it doesn't ever change. It's kind of nice because my answer, which is not my answer, it's the answer, it's still right, just be love with your whole heart and empathize. It's weird. So that's my main mission right now. Undo clavicular's damage. And I'm being hyperbolic. It's a general mission, I guess, because it's so much more fun just trying to really, you see like a dude at your gym. I talked about this earlier. And a lot of guys' first reaction, even if you don't want to admit it, first gut reaction is not hate, but everybody's got their walls up. But I'm just talking about like the deep feeling. Like if I see a guy who's jacked, I'm talking subconscious gut reaction. screw that guy. Even if I don't think that. Some primal insecurity in me, it's like, what's up with that guy? Initially, like right away, we're starting off with the hate. So now what I try to do is really change. You got to really actively think about it. I see the guy, first reaction, screw that guy. Catch that reaction. And then that's the biggest step, honestly. What happens from that point? Say I go up to him, and I'm like, all right, this guy's a human. He had breakfast just like me. Everybody does, believe it or not. And then I'll go up to him, and I'll be like, hey man, that was an awesome set. You did your eccentric. And bro, turns out he's the coolest dude. And I'm not talking about anyone specific. Just situations like this have happened. And I go up, hey, nice, what's up, bro? You look great. And then he's just like, dude, I love you. I've been watching you from across the gym. What do you do for shoulders? I'm like, this whole time, I didn't hate him in my head, but I'm just saying, like, that initial reaction was something. So let's fight that initial reaction. Because when you're doing all this rage baiting and micro hating, who's losing? Spoiler. I am. You are. You are. So right now I'm kind of just being nice for selfish reasons to feel better. So ultimately, nice actions are happening, or interactions, and that's a positive. But really the ultimate goal is start being nice because I want to be nice. And there are, there's plenty of times you want to. I'm not walking around just, I want to be mean to everybody. I have to force being nice. I'm talking in the situations where it's hard to be nice. Someone flips you off, someone calls you a name. That's when you be nice. It's easy to be nice. Yeah, sure, I'm nice all the time. Some guy gave me free pie, and I was so nice to him. Awesome. We got to stop patting ourselves on the back for that. Me especially, because I love doing that. I gas myself up so much to, I do the boy math. Oh, no, I deserve it. I did this, that. No, we can't pat ourselves on the back for being nice to someone who's nice to you. Go be nice and deep with someone that's mean to you or scared, or they're in a hard time and they're hard to talk to. Because that's the money. Resistance leads to growth. So you find an area in your life where it's hard to be nice to someone. Maybe there's someone you don't like, a coworker. That's the best example I got because nobody likes their coworkers. So let's just roll with that. Go be nice, even if it's fake. They don't know it. And don't be a bozo. But try it. Seriously, try it. And it's weird. We live in our own worlds. And once you step out of it and zoom out, everyone is a human. But it's a harsh thing to admit. It's a harsh thing to admit to yourself. So if I just speak it out loud, that's kind of my strat with all this. If I just heart on my sleeve, no, because nothing matters, but it's the best way. I think the best way to attack it for me to actually want to become a truly loving person. I need to just speak it into existence. Just talk about it to everyone, and everyone around me hates me because it's all I talk about. But I'm going to keep it going until it just becomes real. Anyway, got a little distracted. We'll continue the discussion in there. Let's go get yoked. I didn't even explain what we were doing. 3 movements. I'm going to start with this lat pull down. And then we'll do, I guess, another lat pull down. But it's like with the rope cables. And then we'll just do a row. And it's a bicep. Yeah. Anything back related. The biggest thing is getting that stretch. You have to stretch at the top of your rep. Lower back hurts from squatting. What's good? Me and everybody else. What? You see this? Like an anime character. これは私の四つ. Little dink with the plates. Dink. Big stretch, little dink. Nicotine, failure, cleaning up after yourself, and loving everyone. It's kind of 6. We have 6 main rules to follow so far. Technically, it's only 1. Love everyone around you. But the others are. They're beneficial. Perhaps it's time for a haircut. Like and subscribe so I can afford a haircut. 1 like equals 1 hair. Oh, quick little drop set. Oh, I dropped the pin. Ah. Let's go to 170. Went from 220. Oh, monkey. Okay. What do we do now? Some form of another lat. We got a little fun guy over here. Like that chest machine. Just a kind of just a machine with a couple cables on it that we might be able to utilize. Well, whoever was on this last is an absolute beast. Just kidding. That was way too easy. I am an absolute beast. Do you guys' toes cramp up? Oh my goodness. Dude, like the arch of my foot and my toes are just cramping. So I'm gonna go for that lat stretch. This might look goofy. Yeah. Holy, am I crazy? I don't even think I moved it. I think I went down and then back up to lock it. Down, please. We did it. Oh, too low. No, this is actually good. Chat, comment too much nipple. If I'm showing too much nipple.
That's on them.
And they were roommates. Was that my first rude gym interaction? Joey Swole, what are your thoughts on that? Pitter patter. Come on. 170. Ah. Too much nipple? Or not enough? Oh. Okay. Jeez Louise. First rule of hypertrophy. Clean up after yourself. Oh, toe cramp. What? I don't get it. I'm not doing anything. Those freaking toe cramps gotta go. All right, calling an audible. Not going high row anymore. Gonna go low. Joey Swole. Okay. Back is just the legs of the upper body. You're using so much when you do legs. You're using your mana. Right? You know, in the video game, that's the little blue bar underneath your red health bar in the top corner. It's an alternate like energy source. So when you do legs, you're pulling from that little blue bar. Stuff drains you, but it's supposed to. People are acting like they're getting paid to be mean out here. You aren't. Clavicular is, but you aren't. Oh, done. That is just no. I suppose it's time to do some biceps, which should be quick. Should be quick. Calculated it. Doing it by the decline. Because who the heck does decline? And if you're doing decline, why? I want you to write out on a piece of paper why you're doing decline, and then submit it. And I'll let you know. And I'll probably just crumple it up, throw it in the trash can before I even read it. If you like decline, do it. There's not much to it. Up and down. I don't even know. Let's roll. Mother trucker. What do we call this little area? This little section? Little debrief. Little debrief and pose. Back and by. Okay. Okay. Got some tricep. I can never show off my back the way I like. Looks good when I do the workouts. Oh, how's that look? Does it look alright? What are we thinking? I imagine amazing. Posing, you know, I don't pose much after. I'm not even really posing, just kind of spamming flexes, which I guess is posing. But I've never really done that. Now I'm trying to do it a little more for the camera. Holy moly, guys. You might want to do this. This pump, I'm just getting more pumped. It's good mind-muscle connection. Fortunately, I only know front double bi. How's this look? This is a good one. Show the graininess on the bicep a little. Show off that oblique. A pretty awesome day. Again, after the fact. During, it was pretty neutral, 7 out of 10. But now I just feel like $1,000,000. And I wish, and I know that is kind of a me specific thing. It works for other people. I wish so bad it was this black and white for other people, because I am so blessed that I can kind of use the gym, put the rest of the day behind me. If it was a bad day, today was a great, fun day. But once I hit the gym, I'm reset after. I didn't even work this morning. I did, but it doesn't feel like it. So I'm very glad it works like that for me. It's something we got to remember. You know, you see these people, they're like, man, I'm depressed, I'm overweight, I can't seem to get it. And you're like, the clavics, hit the gym, which can be true. And I used to think it's 100% true until I recently learned everyone's different. So we can't try to cram it. I do think it will help a lot of people. You can't force it down someone's throat. If they don't want to go, they don't want to go. And it's not going to help them feel better if they're going when they really don't want to go. So it's just something to keep in mind if you got a buddy in that position. Dude, just hit the gym, it'll make you feel better. Meanwhile, you're over there just angry, yelling at everybody, but you have a bicep vein. Are they gonna listen to your advice, bro? You just made fun of my big forehead in front of the girls so you could look cool. I don't know if the gym's good for you. So, something to keep in mind. But I guess that wraps it up. All right. 2 things. I know I didn't take this off in the gym. I know now. So, sorry. Second thing, I wasn't wearing my seatbelt on the drive here. And that's not smart. Third thing, if my phone overheats this time, I'm done. What now, everybody? What were we talking about? Just the general message of we've got to upgrade the clavics, the Andrew Tates. It's bad. I mean, I see the way these people talk, just meeting random people. And I'm like, you can tell who watches, especially because their age. I don't know, it just bothers me lately. And I gotta spread the word. Like, wait, everybody. And I feel like I might have, you know, and whatever, you can think what you want. I think I'm in a good physique, good look. I'm a white dude with a mustache. I look like I should be hanging out with clavicular. So I can infiltrate them, right? Be like, guys, look, I take care of myself. I respect how I look. And I love everybody around me. Or I try to. Please, I try to. I'm not saying I'm good at this. I'm very, very, very bad. But it's the same thing as the gym. I can get jacked at the gym with consistency. So, can I learn to love? Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody can. Everybody can learn anything. So I'm just gonna speak it into existence so I can remind myself. I mean, you got a freaking tattoo. When you're trying to improve something, that's hard, and I'm talking really hard. Everyone that wants to improve something, they hope it's like a checklist. Like a little video game HUD is gonna pop up. Take out trash. Do like a solo leveling. People expect that. And as soon as something gets hard, I'm out of here. That's where it happens. When you are scared and uncomfortable and shaky. Oh my goodness, I wish you guys saw me on the first video I recorded. I mean, you would have thought I had cerebral palsy. But because I have the awareness, not the awareness, but I can catch moments like that. You can. When you know it's towards something worth it, and you know. Doesn't matter what people say around you. You know when you're at the hard part, and you know when you're quitting. And everybody will... It's the same answer everywhere. The second you should chase that pit in your stomach, you know? We can... I keep saying we. Really, I can practice this. I can fake it till I make it. And it's crazy to say, oh, he's faking love. No, I'm not hating. I'm at least at that level. I'm not going around super angry all the time. I'm saying just, I don't know. Yeah, fake it till you make it. I guess so. And I think it's just like training. Everything you want to do is going to be consistency and time. Or go win the lottery. Like everybody else seems to be doing. Oh wait, they're not. So go do something uncomfortable. And I'm talking minuscule. Oh my goodness, your lives can change so much. Everyone thinks we gotta go be Jeff Bezos. What? Why? All you have to do, you don't have to change the world, right? Because nobody really can. You can change your world though, and you're the only one that can. Oh my goodness. And I'm just spewing this. I'm not over here being awesome. But I know the answer doesn't change my answer. It doesn't change it. Still, just, you gotta be working towards something. Not like in a hustle. Yeah, I'm better than everybody. Just, I don't know. I'm gonna start with loving everybody. You start with something else or the same. Because oh man, I've learned just, there's nothing. It's so hard not to think that this world and everyone in it is out to get you when most of your experiences is someone out to get you. And I'm talking people that you don't know, strangers, out to get you. It's just it seems that anybody will gladly use your throat as a rung on the ladder to get to where they want. And I'm just saying, you don't have to, you can just use the ladder. You don't have to use other people's necks. You can just, I'm going to try to bring people along another ladder with me. You don't even have to do that. Just don't use someone's throat. Use the freaking ladder to climb up. You don't got to use other people. Bare minimum. I'm going to be the one that brings them up with me, though, which is, I don't care if that's cocky to say, but no one else is. Just the general world, the way they treat and I don't think those people are bad people. They have their walls up like I do. So it's time someone break their walls down and just start reaching out to strangers. I mean, it's just so crazy the interactions you can have just at the grocery store. If before you check out, you really change your headspace and you're like, I'm gonna really view this guy as if I knew him my whole life, and then if you can change gears like that, you start asking real questions. You're like, I talked to this guy at 7-Eleven about him restringing his guitar for like 15 minutes, and I was just buying those Reese's Fast Breaks. Those are so good. Oh my gosh. But I just talked to the dude because I was like, what if I take the walls down? I'm trying to have my walls down forever. It's hard because everyone with their walls up, you're going to use your throat as a rung on the ladder. So you're like, maybe I should put my walls up. And then you do, and then you start realizing everything in your life becomes mundane, and you're like, man, am I in this repeating loop? Yes, because your walls are up and you're refusing to do anything about it. There's my little bit of a different Tib talk today. Tib talk is, I gotta not say that. That's dumb. It's just something to keep in mind. It's summer. The big 2-6. We're done with rage baiting. Coming from me, I know that's crazy. But we're on to love baiting. All my homies love baiting. So with that, I hope this mic is awesome. And if it isn't, man, it's so hard to think of like punchlines. Well, that's about all she wrote. Maybe one day I'll get a car with some tinted windows. I didn't realize how much the sun shines through these bad boys, but I was watching some other influencers and they got some tinted windows. I was like, why do their videos look so normal in the car? And mine looks like you get flashbanged. Windows. So, until next time, everybody.